Hi, I'm Sarah. Chances are you've come here to find out how to sew the Footsie Leggings, which is a pattern I have on the SEWNZ website. It's kind of like tights and they go from size newborn to 18 months currently. Might try and do a bigger one later. And you end up with these pair of pants with a cool little foot, 3 pattern pieces, quick and easy. Let's get into it. So this is a master pattern for the Footsie Leggings, back, front and waistband. And to make a copy of the size you want, you need this magic stuff, which is Violin. It's interfacing, easily drawn on with a biro. Okay, we've got the back pattern piece, there it is, cut out in fabric, and the front pattern piece, again cut out in fabric. I've pinned it together, making the pin on the marking for the ankle on both sides. Sew from the waistband down to the ankle, just makes the sewing seam look better. Obviously for the inside seam you've got to go from ankle to ankle. Right, so we've zigzagged the seam for the front and the back leggings, reversed to have a secure beginning and end. I've also clipped in at these markings on each of the ankles and at the crutch. The crutch is to be able to move, and at the ankles it's to be able to manipulate the seam as we sew it. So now we've pinned the front foot to the bottom of the back foot. We end up with a little heel. At this heel we're going to go about 3 centimetres in and straight across to the seam allowance, so that's about 1 centimetre in on both sides and then around the front. Okay, so I've sewn the feet with zigzag. I noticed my sewing machine's missing a stitch, so I need to have that looked at. Clip it back to about 5mm, clip in at the curves, trim the triangular piece off at the back of the heel, and just make sure that it is sewn, there's no hole at this point where the 3 seams meet. So we're pressing the front, the seam is going to the back. So pressing is really important for keeping the garment looking good. It is a memory thing, like the fabric remembers, the seam remembers which way it is going, to make it look nice as an end product. And the side seam also going towards the back, it's got a bit of a curve to it, so just sort of pull it out as you iron using a tailoring sausage. I've actually tucked an ankle sock in there, rolled it up and tucked it in, and you're going to press the seams towards the bottom of the foot. Don't do this with a child's foot in it. And the heel can go to the front or the back, but it needs that pressing, give it that nice flat seam, and do the same for the other side. Waistband piece, so it's a newborn size, we've cut it out and we've pinned the short ends together, right sides facing, to sew up into a loop which will be then folded over and attached to the pants. So we've sewn the short end of the waistband, we've measured the waist that's required for elastic, a lovely fluorescent green, it is a sample. I've overlapped that 1 to 2 centimetres and I'm going to zigzag that together. So I do a couple of rows of zigzag to secure the elastic, the loop goes over the waistband and we're going to fold it over. Right, so we've done our waistband, we've folded the fabric over the elastic, ready to go, and we've put pins along the top to hold that elastic up at the fold, and then where the seam of joining the pants to the waistband happens, I've quarterised it, which means to divide into 4. So I've quarterised the top of the pants, and now we line it up. The centre back seam goes obviously to the centre back of the pants, and we pin it all the way around. There is a bit of a stretch with this. So I've matched the 4 pins there's a little bit of bulk here with the waist, and it's all because the waistband is to fit snugly around baby or toddler. The elastics just to keep them up, just in case. Right, so the seam is sewn and it's quite markedly stretched. When we turn it over, you'll see the nice depth to it, snugly to go around baby's tummy. Now we've got two options here. You can do, say, running stitch underneath the elastic to keep it in place, or something that I do with quite a few of my things, I'll do it for the back but not the front because it'll look really obvious, is I sew down in that seam line, or if there's side seams I sew down those, and what happens is the elastic doesn't twist, it doesn't move either. So up to you which one you'd like to do. So we're pressing the waistband down to the body. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll leave a link below to SEWNZ website where you can go to the products page and get the PDF if you so wish to make your own 1001 leggings. They're pretty quick to make, so that's quite possible. Subscribe to the channel, see what's coming next, see what else I can help you with in the world of sewing.